Hello and welcome to Superdan's first cigar review of 2021, where we're going to look at the EPC Encore 2017, aged 3+ years, the original cigar of the year batch, with a special thank you from the Privada Cigar Club for providing said cigar. So we're going to review this bad boy. Here we go.
Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome to the first Superdan review of 2021 cigar review. Hello, how are ya? Good to see you all. Rumors are not true. Superdan is still alive. He's been hiding in his bunker, but I'm still here. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard, everybody. Wow, what interesting times we live in, huh? I hate to say how right I was back in March and April about predictions about how this country is headed, and we're going to talk a lot about that. Welcome to Superdan Cigar Review, and if you haven't watched my cigar reviews before, you know that mine are a little different from everybody, and that's great. That's the way it should be. Don't copy anybody. Be your own self. That's what I do. Some people love it, some people hate it, and some people just ignore it, but that's fine. I don't care. What I try to do is combine bits and pieces of everything that Superdan likes about cigar reviews. I combine the lounge feel of just talking about things. I combine a score rating on these cigars, and you know, I have some fun doing it. So in Superdan's Cigar Lounge, hang your hat at the door, hang your ego at the door. This is a free lounge, free speech lounge. Uh-oh. I might get canceled for that. We're going to talk about that too. All right, so the cigar that we're reviewing today, and I would like to say a special thank you to Privada Cigar Club for providing said cigar, is a cigar of the year that Cigar Aficionado put out. I'm not sure what year they put that out as a cigar of the year. I'm assuming 2017, but I'm not sure. But this is the EPC Encore 2017, aged 3+ years. Original cigar of the year batch, according to Brian Privada. I hope you're right, Brian, because I don't want to look like a fool. Actually, I don't really care. But anyways, we are going to get started on this bad boy. Box pressed. As you can see there, boxed pressed. I like box pressed cigars. They don't roll off the table when you put them on the table. You know, that's great. Some people say there's a different taste to them. Some people say there isn't. I don't know. I just know I like box pressed. So we're going to get started smoking this sucker and rating it. As if you're not familiar with Superdan's rating, it's a 1 to 5 star scale. 1 being the worst, 5 being the best. Usually they land somewhere in between. I think it makes a lot more sense than this crazy 100 rating that cigar reviewers use. What's the difference between an 89, a 90, a 91, and a 92? And are any cigars anywhere rated lower than like an 84? It's they should just make it like a 20-point review, right? Because there's no cigars that are rated under 84, and very few hundreds, if at all. There's a few that give cigars 100, and if you're watching this, you know who you are, right? A perfect 100 rating cigar. Does a cigar like that exist? I guess according to you guys, it does. But Superdan does a 1 to 5 star rating, which makes a lot of sense to me because the difference between a 4.0 cigar and a 5.0 cigar is a huge difference than a 92 and a 93 cigar. So, construction, price, taste, overall score. That's how Superman does it. Did I say Superman? Slip of the tongue. Superdan. As you can tell, is a play on Superman. I'm not wearing my Superman shirt. This is a Star Wars shirt. 1977. Yes, I'm old enough to remember going to the movies and watching that movie back in 77 when we had freedom. We'll go into that later too. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back in the magic of YouTube. That didn't take very long, did it? So we're going to do the cut and light of this EPC 2017 Cigar. Honestly, I don't know much about it. It doesn't look like a Maduro wrapper. It looks more like a like a Connecticut shade. As I'm guessing that's a hip thing now anyways, Connecticut shades. But I'm guessing that's Connecticut shade. I don't know, I might be wrong, but it doesn't really say here. It does say it was made by Ernesto Perez Carrillo, who is behind the cigar factories of Calle Ocho. He's the man behind the original La Gloria Cubana. Took the #1 spot with a cigar called Encore, blah, 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 blah. Thank you, Brian, for that information. That's really all I really know about it. I just can't wait to light this up and get started on it. Good cut. Nice straight cut. I prefer the straight cuts. I don't want to waste too much time because we have so much to talk about. It's crazy. The world has definitely changed since Superdan's last cigar review. I don't remember when that cigar review was. I'm going to have to look back on it, and I'll tell you later in the video. But a lot of my predictions not only came true, but came faster than anybody ever anticipated. Because the country's changing. United States of America, or you could say it's the United Corporations of America, or you could say it's a United Technocracy of America. But at any rate, we're changing. And whether you like it or not, whether you agree with it or not, everything's big now. We're going towards big pharma, big tech, big government, big everything. Socialism, not so much communism. I don't think the American public is quite ready yet to give away their private property rights. That might be coming in my lifetime. It seems like it's just going so quick. But you could already see the freedoms of speech being taken away, freedom of expressions being taken away, all the corporate news media pressing into one thought. And all of the thoughts are anathema, racist, no good, blah, get it out of there. One thought. There's another term for that. Fascism. I'll be right back with the first. Let's get the first taste going. I'm getting woodsy, deep tobacco. Not a spice bomb, not a pepper bomb. A little bit of floral, a little bit of caramel. It's really good. I could just tell you right now, I can tell this is a very good cigar. I can see why it won Cigar of the Year. And back to Brian's write-up on it, he said this is 99.9% chance the original batch, the batch that won Cigar of the Year. See what happens on Cigar Aficionados, cigars win Cigar of the Year, they sell out, and then they gotta want to keep producing, right, to sell and make more money, right, when it's hot, like a dice game. You got to keep rolling, right, when it's hot. Same thing with the cigar. When it's hot, you want to keep selling and make money, and but the quality goes down. But this is pretty good, pretty good. Very smooth. Smooth is just popping up in my mind. If you are able to get a handle on this EPC Encore 2017, aged 3+ years, do it. Because I could just tell you already, it's a dang good cigar. All right, back to the movement towards fascism. Oh, there's so much to talk about. It really goes down to power and control, right? Who's got the power? Who signs the checks? It's not you or me. But it's a limited group of people who are behind the scenes that are really, the puppet masters. The politicians, the news anchors, everybody else are just dancing on these strings. You know, this could easily go the other way. Right now, it's moving leftward, right? It's moving leftward, socialism word. But back in the 50s and 60s, it was on a right, you know, the right was doing the same thing with the left. So we kind of have a reversal here in the last 50, 60 years. And it could easily go the other way. That's why, you know, it's so important to have a balanced reporting, fair news. You know, get both sides, and that's not happening. Everything's editorialized now. Everybody has an opinion, right? Including Superdan. Everybody has an opinion. I'll be right back. It's not cocoa I'm washing this down with. It's actually coffee. It's my favorite. Drink with cigars. My pairing. My favorite pairing. Couldn't think of the word pairing. The election. You'll be surprised who I voted for, okay? But it doesn't really matter who I voted for. Here is what I see, what really happened. At the end of the election night, right, you saw all red states, right? All the rest of the states were red. Red meaning Republican. They're all leaning red. I think Trump was ahead in Pennsylvania like 700,000 votes, something ridiculous, right? Then all of a sudden the votes stopped counting at about 2 in the morning. At about 3:34 in the morning, it came back on with the mail-in ballots that were sometimes 90% to 100% for Joe Biden. Ate away at the leads of almost all those states, and there you go, right? Voting fraud is very difficult to prove. It's very difficult to prove. Right? They could conjecture, you know, there's been a lot of statements back and forth. You know, I don't think there's any such thing as a perfect election. There's always fraud. But this election was very strange. Very strange. Trump in 2016 to 2020 election got not only the same amount of votes, he got about 8 to 9 million more votes. Still lost the election. He won 18 of the 20 counties that they say are important counties to win that would judge each winner of a presidential election. He won 18 of 20 of them. Still lost the election. So I'm just saying that there's strange things afoot. I'm not going to go so far as to say it was a cock and bull story. It might have been, might not have been. We'll never know. We'll never know. But case in point, Biden gets into office. Now we have a Democratic House, Senate, and President. Yet what does Joe Biden do in his last couple of days since he took office? Executive order, executive order, executive order, executive order. As I said in the last cigar review, now the United States is all about executive orders and judicial opinion. Congress, they're just a ball and pony show. Really. Be right back. So we're back smoking this beautiful smoke output cigar, the EPC 2017 Cigar Encore. Supposedly from the original batch, that one cigar of the year. Lighting very nice, great smoke output, very nice construction, very tight pack, box pressed. Great, it's just delicious cigar. Very good so far, very good. I'm not getting any of the white pepper that Brian talks about. I am getting that buttery smoke, that rich smoke, like a butter stick, I guess you would say. Now you're gonna say, Superdan, isn't it supposed to be a cigar review? Why are you talking about politics? Because there's just so much going on right now. in politics. Did you know that the Cigar Authority, the guy who heads the Cigar Authority, not only got booted off of Facebook, he has a lifetime ban from Facebook. No particular reason. Probably, I assume it's about tobacco. So he's had to start again on MeWe, or he's on MeWe now. And guess what? Superdan is also on MeWe to do these things. And I looked at an alternative for YouTube, because I think YouTube is part of Google, and Google is going to clamp down as well on tobacco products, because that's the PC thing to do. And but I didn't like Rumble. Rumble's kind of like the alternative to it. You know, it just doesn't reach as many people, and I'm not interested in a site that is all one thing, right wing, all one thing, left wing. I want something that's everything. You see? And I don't think it makes any sense to just go from the fire to the frying pan. Go from a site that just expounds left-wing politics to a site that expounds right-wing politics. I want everything. But people have forgotten how to have civil discourse. People have forgotten how to have proper arguments and still be friends. That's the beauty of cigar smoking. You could go into Superdan Cigar Lounge. You could go into most lounges in the United States with a cigar, and you could all talk about these things and be best friends. That's what it's all about. That's what America is all about. Not, I disagree with you, therefore I have to destroy you. That's fascism. That's authoritarianism. We don't want to do that. We don't want to go there, even though we are going there. We don't want to go there. I'll be right back. We are enjoying the smoke of the EPC Encore 2017. Very smooth, buttery stick, oak and bread. It's really good. I really enjoy it. You know, there are a lot of things I wanted to say, and I keep forgetting what I wanted to say. I'm not familiar too much with this whole GameStop stock thing. I just know that Wall Street was always a fixed game run by a very few people who really control it, you know, and that's no surprise to me. And this story is not over yet, and I got a feeling that the billionaires and the people that control it are going to get payback at some point or another, because that's just the way it is. What do people with power want? More power, right? It's one thing I learned from the Matrix. So that's just the way it is, man. It's in nature. It's, you know, yeah. So yeah, I'm not too familiar with that. What else do I want to talk about? We need to cancel culture. Is that an oxymoron? I hate cancel culture. I like people that disagree with me, as long as it's civil. See, that's the key word, civil. I don't like people getting nasty, people taking things personally, because, you know, it's not important enough to take personally. Who cares? I want smaller government. I want bigger government. You know, I want the government to pass laws for global warming or whatever. Or I don't want government to pass laws for global warming. Well, it exists. It doesn't exist. Whatever. Who cares? We're just a worm on a revolving ball of rock in the Milky Way galaxy. You know, we need to be friendlier. That includes me. We need to remember to love thy neighbor, and we're forgetting that. And that goes for everybody. To me, it's not race, it's class. It's the money you have, because this is a world that is revolving around money and power. So the richer you are, the more benefits you have, the better lawyers you can buy, you know, that sort of thing. And the poorer you are, the less representation you have. And, you know, in that sense, I kind of agree with those communist socialists who see the world as an economic-based system, not this race-based system. You know, the United States is not Nazi Germany, but some of these people see it that way. It's crazy. You know, where's the Nuremberg laws? You know, last time I looked at the Constitution, I didn't see it. But this is just one man's opinion. Your opinion could be different, and God bless you for it. That's fine. All right, so I'm going to come back. I'm going to smoke a little bit further down this brown pole of deliciousness. This is the EPC Encore 2017. First Superdan review, cigar review of 2021. Yeah, be right back. Hello, I'm back. This is a very slow smoking cigar. I mean, I think I'm well over 20 minutes now, and just getting into it, really, you're getting value for this cigar. It's just smoking slow. I think a lot of box presses smoke slower than the regular cigars. Do you think that? I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you think that's the case, because I notice that when I smoke box press cigars, they tend to last. Maybe because the tobacco is more compressed. You may be asking yourself, Superdan, what's up with that American flag with the USSR hammer and sickle on it? What's that all about? Well, I feel like that is where we're kind of going as a country. I feel like for whatever reasons, we are adapting a lot of the techniques and propaganda usages of the USSR, of squandering dissent, squandering differences of opinion, bigger government, severe repercussions. Not so much a secret police. Maybe we do. Some people, some conspiracy theorists would say that the FBI is kind of part of a secret police. I don't know. But I don't see people getting pulled out of their houses in the middle of the night yet. Let's hope it never comes to that. But I'll be right back. Just got a beautiful hint of cinnamon. Wow. That was really good. Sometimes when you retrohale, you pick up these taste notes that are just like bing, and that was really nice. That was very nice. Good stuff. So, what's going on with Superdan? Well, I was called back to work. As many of you know, I am a poker dealer on the Strip, and I was called back to work October 16th. It is now February 1st. It is limited hours, but at least I'm working again, right? I also applied for a second job as school bus driver. Superdan, are you crazy? You're damn right I am. It's going to be a balancing act for a while, but basically my goal is to work, about 20 hours in one place and 20 hours in another place for the next couple of years. And then 5 years time, we'll figure it out. My wife's going to set to retire in 5 years from the school district, and then we'll figure out from there what we're going to be doing. In terms of videos, it's not going to gel well with making videos, of course. We're going to do jobs. I mean, you've seen how many videos I've made since one job, since dealing with this pandemic and the clampdown and the lockdown of Las Vegas. All I can say is I'm going to do the best I can. I was thinking of maybe doing more live streams with other things like backgammon and stuff, because as you may or may not know, Superdan's a backgammon player. It's just finding the time to play. But backgammon, like I said, has really taken off online since this pandemic started. And it's increased in popularity, and I might pursue that. So I don't know where this great reset, this great purge, whatever the heck we're in, is going to go. I got an idea of where it's going to go. Reading the tea leaves. It's going to go to bigger government, socialism, checks for all people. And, checks never come without strings. Remember that. But I don't want you to get Superdan wrong. I see myself more of a centrist than anything else. I believe there is a proper role for government in our lives. And as a population increases, you got to have bigger government. It's just that's just the way it goes. What is government? Well, technically, government is supposed to be of, by, and for the people. So there was always a precaution in America because of the abuses of government to have this, separation of powers and, legislative, executive, judicial branches and all that gobbledygook. But unfortunately, I think as time is going on, those things are being more and more wiped out, Sort of like cable TV. You could have hundreds and hundreds of channels, but if it's all of the same thing, do you really have a choice? Right? That's kind of like government right now. You got all these things, but they're kind of the same thing. But don't get me look. The 8-hour workday was part of a socialistic program. That's just a reality. 40-hour work week. Everybody like 40-hour work weeks. Everybody likes Social Security. Those are all from government programs. So don't get Superdan wrong. What's that saying? Judge not, lest you be judged. And what measure you judge, you shall also be judged. I ruined it, but that's basically, you got the idea. All right, so when I come back, we're going to talk more about the cigar. We're going to give the Superdan cigar rating 1 to 5 scale, and then we're just going to call it a cigar review. Usually it's not so political. I bounced around subjects, but like I said, there's just a lot going on right now. And if you're a freedom of speech lover, it doesn't look good. If you're somebody who likes liberty and freedom, doesn't look good. But if you're somebody who likes to give a little bit of that up for security, or if it's keeping you afloat, then it's not so bad for you. I don't know. All right. Hi, I'm back. You missed me? Probably not. Lastly, once again, we are smoking the EPC 2017 Encore. Forgive me, I'm getting old. But if I'm going to leave you with anything, I'll leave you with this. Think for yourself. Don't let other people think for you. Don't listen to what I say. Don't listen to what corporate media says. If you're watching just ABC, CBS, NBC, CNN, that's stuff for your news, you're not getting the news. You're getting what corporation wants you to get. It's all a dog and pony show. These anchors just read off the teleprompters. A lot of politicians, they do the same thing. They just read off the teleprompters. They don't even, for crying out loud, they don't even read the bills that they're passing. It's all a game for the public. It's all smoke and mirrors. Republicans and Democrats, they drink out of the same sloss, just like pigs. Believe it. That's the way it works. You look at a lot of the political contributions of big Fortune 500 companies, it's almost the same amount for each party. They hedge their bets. That's the way it works. But they can make a bigger buck going the globalism route than the nationalism route. So, to the cigar. Construction. 4.9. Construction on this cigar has just been fantastic. Great smoke output. Perfect draw. Good wrapper. Good seams. Burn line, no problems. Taste. 4.2. Smooth, buttery taste all the way through with hints of cinnamon, oak, floral. Enjoyable taste. Good rating, 4.2. Price. I don't know what the price of these cigars are. I am guessing that they're, you know what? Let me see if I can find out what the price of these cigars are. Give me a second. I saw a price of $12.50. If this is a $12 to $13 cigar, it is worth it. I would like the cigar to be $10 to $9. You know, Superdan likes cigars in the $5 to $10 range for myself. I find it kind of hard to justify paying a bigger price than that unless the cigar is incredible, amazing. This is a very good cigar. It is not incredible or amazing, but it's not, you know, out of the wheelhouse, so to speak, either. So, 3.9 on the price. So overall, I'm going to have to give this cigar a 4.1 on the Superdan 5 scale. Very good. Very good. Well, thank you for listening to this rambling cigar review, kind of politics review of Superdan Dealing in the Desert cigar review. First one, 5A. 5 meaning is 2021. A meaning it's the first cigar review. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate it if you made it this far. I'm gonna try to put out some videos, man. It's not easy for Superdan, but when I can, I will. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe so you don't miss anything. Click the thumbs up. Comment down below if you like. And when you see me again, you'll see me again. Have a great day, guys. Remember, whether you think you can or can't, you're right. Remember to appreciate people's differences. You can disagree with somebody and still be friends. And take care of each other. That's the important thing. Take care of each other. Salute.